In this segment of Writing Basic HTML, I'm going to add a comment section in the head, and I'm also going to do some more work with my embedded style sheet. So I'm going to open up my document first in the browser. Once it's open in the browser, I'm going to switch to Page View Source. I'm going to come up in the head, so it's going to be below the head tag and above the title tag, and I'm going to add the comments tag. And the comments tag is an open angle bracket, the bang, 2 dashes, and then the information that you want to relay about your page. Mine is Immersion Spanish Adventure page. And I'm going to paste in some information that just says that it was created by me and the images belong to me. So I'm just going to paste that in to save time, and then I'm going to come below that, put in the date that the page was created, which is 01202010. Oops, 09. I'm getting ahead of myself here. And the closing comment tag with 2 dashes and the closing angle bracket. I'm going to go ahead and save that. When I move to my browser and I refresh it, you should not see anything appear on the page. That's simply information that tells you as a developer of the page what the page is all about. And I'm going to come into my styles and I'm going to continue to work on it. When I created this style in the last segment, I didn't finish the style tag correctly. I need to add type equal text /CSS to tell the browser I'm dealing with embedded style sheets. Okay, now it's closed correctly, and I'm going to come in and add some more style declarations. I'm going to add one that's going to format my heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and I'm going to do that with an opening curly bracket. I'm going to set the color of these to an RGB, or the red, green, blue scale of 255, 255, 0. Need to close that. And I'm going to set the background color to also the RGB scale of 0, 128, 0. Need to close that one as well. And I'm going to add letter spacing, so it's going to spread the letters out a little bit, kind of like kerning, of 2.02 M. And I'm going to close that with a curly bracket, save it, and let's just see what happens when we refresh our screen. Okay, we see now we've changed the text color to yellow. We've spread the letters out a little bit, and we have these green bars that divide the page up fairly nicely. I'm going to move back, and I'm going to add a couple more declarations, and then we'll put a wrap on this section. I'm going to do one particularly for the H3, and in the H3, put the tag name in, and then I'm going to do a text align center, and I'm also going to change the letter spacing a little bit more on this one. Okay, and I need to make sure I opened and closed that correctly. Now we'll do a body, and we'll set a background color on it as well. We'll use the RGB scale again, and I'm going to do a 255, 255, 0 on that. And I want to just tell it what fonts I want to use. I'm going to specify the font family. I'm going to start with Trebuchet MS. If it's not available, then Arial. If Arial is not available, then Helvetica. If Helvetica is not available, then use a sans serif font. And we'll close this out. I'll save it and we'll take a look and see what our changes look like. Okay, you can see that the Trebuchet font is showing. I've centered my H3 and my back color is yellow. And it's looking fairly good here. Let's make one more change. Let's set the color of our horizontal rule also to a green. So I put in horizontal rule color, RGB again, and I'm going to use the same green, which got to get that going the right direction, which is going to be 0, 1, 2, 8, and 0. Close parentheses, curly bracket, Control S, and let's see how it looks. Okay, now my lines are green and the last thing that I would like to do, but we're running out of time here, is put in the address tag. And so I'll add address and put in my text align to center. And let's see how that one works out. Refresh this. Okay. It's looking fairly good. I can continue to add further style declarations to make my page look better. And by putting them in the style declarations in my embedded cascading style sheet, it applies them to all of those tags rather than going in and using inline styles, which I would have to put inside of each individual tag. That's the end of this section.